Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat battery like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. Winning team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 46.
This bout is skip.
So much hype. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice defense on that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The defense failed them. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They are giving us a high-tempo show. We enter the final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round we'd rather forget. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. And there's the bell for round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They're both trying for a knockout. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That jab doesn't score. That jab doesn't score. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Misses with the straight left. They blocked that right hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Here was the defense. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Body shots in there.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? That's a terrible round, that is.
It's the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
And your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back.
Fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Get back behind the jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go on.
Be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be
still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Round, all right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just the same again.
Get focused and get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And we may see a stoppage here. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Do you believe this? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. It's all about McKinson. On to the 5th we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
Jab can't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They both want the knockout. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Both men step back for just a moment. Neither fighter willing to slow down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
That's his round.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
He's smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, Win the round on your jab.
Ride it out. Go out there and finish it. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't...
He was coursed in this fight, and now you've let him back into it. Now,
Smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
in which way? Go out, the first minute, stick on end of the jab, and then start
Think about the defence on end and think about what you do. Good work.
strikes. Get out there and switch on.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Vary it up a little bit.
This fight here. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there.
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside post-round.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They blocked the left there. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
They blocked the left there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Couldn't land that jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. The courage on display here is incredible. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing Michael McKinson. He's 175 centimeters tall with 179 centimeter reach.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Michael the Problem McKinson, this WBO European welterweight champion, fights out of Portsmouth, England.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Hampshire, England, here is a European welterweight champion, Michael the Problem McKinson.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They blocked the left there. It's all offense all the time. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
A perfect counter lands. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. They blocked the left there. Blocked the left there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Switching off. You start to make mistakes, you switch it off.
And them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. They're right.
Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the figure out.
Good work. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about your defense and the...
That was a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
Good man. You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
Start gathering your pace, win this round back. Take away that confidence.
Can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
You've got to go out there and win this round. You want everything in
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Get back out there and win the round. Get out there and switch up.
On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Couldn't land that jab. The straight right just misses. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, pal, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Just get your breath back.
And then we'll go again. You've completely switched off. Get your...
Support, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit.
Let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win the next one. Yeah?
With these shots, keep smart. Good man, good man. Just saying it.
Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him a...
Good work out there. The jab's working nice.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Come on, don't worry back into the fight. Great round. Relax now. I don't want you to load up.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. They blocked the left there. This is a high-octane battle. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the left there. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They blocked the left there. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They block that jab. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hook misses. They both want the knockout. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Talk about McKinson. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missed with that hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds. Whoa, wait a minute. A defense, and there it is. The knockdown punch we knew was coming. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about McKinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
That's him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
We're thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing
into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not...
Depends on the end of all of that. Do what you got to do. Good work. There's 1, 2, straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
Back. Get that jab back. Just box in. Be smart. Just get...
Just set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to...
Right. It's only 1 round that you've lost. Don't worry about...
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just keep him on the end of the round.
I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. He got knocked down in the last round.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it low, that high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever ban no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past who done quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Y'all been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need birds in the trees. Telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease. Wanna make it them believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. One time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you.
Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They blocked the left there. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And he parries that right jab away. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Gone already. Just make sure you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round. He'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Just the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what...
Basics. Just get your rhythm back and then we go again.
You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget...
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box in. Be smart.
Do what you got to do. Good work. Those 1-2
rounds, right? It's only one round that you've lost.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much...
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Crawford. This is the 10th. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They blocked the left there. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so like...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh, and that changes everything! And down they go! And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
Many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
you die.